Hello, beloved. It's your girl, Christina, and it's time for another 3 for Thursday where we dish up some practical advice for your everyday life. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in to Beloved Women's Bible Study, where we encourage, uplift, and equip women in the love of Jesus Christ and the truth of God's Word. For even more free resources from Beloved Women and to subscribe to our weekly devotion, I invite you to visit belovedwomen.org. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever struggle with that gap between where you are in life and where you hope to be? You know, when you have a dream or a goal, yet it feels so far away. Each birthday that passes, you think to yourself, I thought I'd be this by now, or have this, or would have done this. Now, these thoughts usually leave us feeling discouraged, unmotivated, and, well, stuck. And I know you don't want to feel that way, and I certainly don't want you feeling that way either. So for today's 3 for Thursday, I'm giving you 3 encouraging reminders for when you feel stuck in life. Number 1. One of the main reasons we feel stuck and discouraged with life is when we compare ourselves to others. I mean, where did we get this standard from of where we think we should be in life? If it did not come from God, but from who we follow on Instagram, then I have one piece of advice for you. Now listen carefully because I'm only going to say this one time. Stop that. Stop it right now. Okay, I said it twice, but that's because this is one we're not quick to admit to. And I'm not asking you to raise your hand if you struggle with comparison, but I'm pretty sure most of us have at some point. But comparison is the enemy that will distract us from knowing that our God has a specific plan for our life that has nothing to do with that person we follow on Snapchat. Comparison will have us looking at someone else and miss what God has for us. And let me tell you, what God has for you is for you. And the process by which you get there is going to look completely different from that chick you watch on Periscope. Number 2, do not despise humble beginnings. The lessons and connections we are making now in this season, God will use to prepare us for whatever He has for us. It might not make sense, but we walk by faith and not by sight. We must trust the journey God has us on and know that much of the process is going to look like good old-fashioned hard work and commitment. Also, remember, seasons where life seems boring, dull, and monotonous are not a waste. Now, I'm not saying don't dream big or make plans for excellence and greatness. Please do. Start a business or a family. Get that degree. Plan that party. Work on that craft. Write that book. I'm cheering you on, girlfriend. But at the end of the day, God is the one directing our steps. It's important that although we might not clearly see what seeds God is planting now in this season, to trust He has us here for a reason. Which leads us to number 3. Since God is using this season to prepare us for our next season, it is so important that we are faithful where He has us. This is not the time to start slacking, and especially not the time to give up. This is the time to work hard and give our best, because when God sees us faithful here, He will position us to be faithful with much more. Luke 16:10 tells us, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. Being faithful to God despite the season we find ourselves in takes appreciating what we have and not using what we don't have as an excuse not to serve God. Now let's keep this conversation going, beloved, because we all have dreams of where we want our life to be. But in the comments, let me know, how do you plan to be faithful with what God has given you today? And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and then share it with a friend. You never know who might need some beloved encouragement today. Then visit belovedwomen.org for even more encouragement and to sign up to our email list to receive our weekly devotion, Hello Beloved, exclusive content, boutique discounts, and more, all delivered directly to your inbox. And did you know I post new videos every Monday? Well, now that you know, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. As always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, be beautiful, be blessed, and be loved. But what I really find inspiring about this verse is that the psalmist acknowledges their feelings and then proceeds to encourage themselves in the Lord. From this verse, we learn 3 things to do to encourage ourselves when we're feeling down or discouraged.